Hi, happy Friday the 13th. Welcome back to my channel, craftsandcollage.com. It seems to be a regular Friday night Gluebook date, even though my voice is, I think it's vacating me actually. It's been going sort of hoarse for most of the day now, and just tonight it's gotten kind of worse. So it could be the weather, it could be, just me and the whole the remnants of COVID again. So coffee is delicious tonight. Absolutely delicious. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Tonight we're going to work in the big new national or Canadian Geographic magazine. This is the one where we started with an animal page. I love that page. And this I have to finish, as I keep saying. And this page was absolutely wonderful to do. And this page was amazing too. It was really enjoyable. So we're working on these two pages tonight. And I'm not leaving any of this. The feeling is free, and so I might leave the feeling is free. I don't know, it depends. But here's the trick for tonight, folks. I've got the big folder out. I haven't got any of the the actual individual folders of images. Those are all, I haven't filed any of these yet. But before I keep going, please take a minute and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. You can always unsubscribe if you don't like my vids. That's okay too. And if you like this video at the end of it, please like it. It does help to keep me in the Yahoo listings, or Yahoo. Oh my God, YouTube listings. Janet is losing it tonight. So what I'm doing this evening, it's not blind random because we've done some of those. And you can actually see some of those in my list of videos. Blind random Gluebook pages, where I either cover the pictures and don't let myself see them, or I close my eyes and pick them and stuff like that. So here we are on a Friday night, and I didn't know what kind of, what do you want to call it, theme I wanted to play with tonight. So I got the big, huge, heavy folder out and decided just to sort of see what happened. Just sort of go with it and see what's going on. I love that picture. For some reason, this painting or drawing or whatever just warms my heart, and I don't know why. Don't know why. See about that one. And it may take a few minutes, so you might find that you want to fast forward or put me on a high speed, because this could take a minute. I haven't planned anything out. I was just going to jump in here randomly tonight. That's what I kind of felt like doing, was just something very random. It looks like it might be headed toward a vintage look. Not sure. So how is everybody tonight? How are you all? Have you had a good start to your weekend? Are you happy? Did you do something today that made you feel good? Did you allow yourself to feel good and make yourself happy? That's the bigger question, right? I don't know why I like that picture, but I do. Oh my goodness, there is something in this whole pile that I'm feeling. And I'm not sure what it's about or why it's directing me in sort of that kind of vibe. I'm not sure. Not sure. But I love it when that happens. To me, that's Just amazing. Isn't that cool? Those patio steps. Aren't they cool? Oh, yeah, so hopefully you have some plans this weekend, something that brings you joy. And remember that art has nothing to do with ability. It has to do with how well you play or how ready you are to play. That's what art is. And so make yourself ready to play, folks. Trust me, it's worth it. It takes away anxiety, it lowers your blood pressure, lowers your blood sugar, causes you to relax. Unfortunately, there is one side effect, and that is that people tend to croissant. Sit like a croissant, you know, curled up, hunched over, because we get closer and closer to our work as we focus and concentrate. Unfortunately, it's just a thing that happens. It just is, you know. I'm not sure what's going on here, folks, but I kind of have, I don't know, there are things that are just vibing with me. Oh. All right, let's see what we have so far in these big, beautiful, delicious piles of magazine or pictures, new pictures cut out of a couple of new magazines. They can just sit here by my side, waiting in case I need them again. But what we have is kind of a cross. I love this Picasso feel picture. What we have is sort of a cross between vintage and kind of modern. So I'm thinking, what about like a crossover kind of thing? Like what if we did sort of vintage and maybe up to a little bit modern, something like that maybe. And then for the center, I really like that for some reason. But there's some phrasing supposed to go across the center. I'm going to pause you folks for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so sometimes when you go hunting randomly, you find the most amazing things that work. So, let's see. But I'm not sure about certain pictures. I like the idea of the whole dawning of a new era. That's what this picture is going to be about. But I think I will start with this one in the upper corner. I'm going to take some of that off. So we're going to start by laying that down at the top there. Yep, sometimes it's just good to pull out your box of pictures or your folder or however it is you store your images. Just pick them out. Just have some fun, grab some images, see what ends up being on your page, and grab whatever color hits your eye, whatever mood is hitting your eye, kind of thing, you know. I do like this old guy by the fireplace, so we're going to cut him off right here. Oops, that's kind of crooked. So anybody got some really groovy plans for the weekend? If you do, write them in the comments, because you know even comments are interacting and they help keep me on those lists. And you know the channel, It's so nice the channel is gaining subscribers, and I just have so much fun making these videos. And I'm going to try for the winter to arrange my schedule so that I can do many more in a week. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. And hopefully I can bring you a whole lot more goofy content, because, you know, that's me. And we'll see how that goes as far as more often in the week. Okay. Oh, there's another one. I'm not sure about this one. Now it doesn't seem to fit. I don't know. It's funny to put the gas can next to the old car. That's kind of cool. Alrighty. So this is more modern, and then that's very modern. Well, I kind of like that. No need for Picasso, right? Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Alright, so okay, we're covered for the bottom. Now as far as up here goes, are we covered? We might be. We might be. We want it right at the edge because we haven't got a millimeter to spare on that edge. I get very ahead of myself, and I end up gluing something down that I didn't particularly want there, so that's what ends up happening with me. I don't know how many of you do that, but I'm learning very slowly in my life to look before you leap, you know. Measure twice, paste once, you know. It's absolutely something that something that I have to just kind of work into my actual daily life, because otherwise I end up doing it a lot, and it just is what it is. So I have to accommodate stuff like that, you know what I mean? Alright, are we going to make it, folks? Oh gosh, I hope so. That would be really nice. Okay, let's glue this down. We'll get this glued down. Wow. Glue's definitely gluey tonight. That's the weather too, I think. Believe it or not, I believe that glues and paints and stuff are greatly affected by the weather, even stick glue. And I think it changes its composition, or whatever you want to, chemistry, its texture, I don't know. Anyway, not a scientist. Speaking of scientists, I'm going to grab my daughter's the Ancestry DNA kits for Christmas. My daughter got me one a couple of years ago for my birthday, and I've just loved having it. So that's going to be their one of their Christmas gifts. So I think that is very, very cool. Very cool. It was not as exciting as I wanted it to be, but hey, it still gave me a really interesting look at the people that say my grandmother had talked about, all her life, and she was born in 1890, for Pete's sakes. Like, it just seems like so long ago, and yet she was just my grandma. So that means that I'm old, which in turn means that I want to learn about my history, and it gave me a lot of information. I really enjoyed that. So, yeah, I think they're going to enjoy it. They've expressed interest, and no two siblings come out alike, even identical twins. Their DNA structures are different. The amount they get from different areas or cultures can be different, very different. And, one carrying more of a genetic marker than the other one and stuff like that. So, and also doesn't mean they're going to be anything like me. They may carry some of what I carry, but they will certainly be walking their own path as far as DNA goes. Wow. Can you see that, folks? I made it by the skin of my teeth. There are white streaks on both sides. They're just really tiny, so we won't tell anybody. Okay, there's a white streak on... Oh, here, I'll share with you, because, we crafters have to stick together, but there's a distinct white gap there. So, let that be a lesson to you, because you see the back of this? That would have been enough to easily fill these in. But instead, I had to rush ahead, and glue the corner down right away. This is what I'm talking about, people. Accommodate your quirks. It's absolutely necessary to enjoy your art, is to accommodate your quirks. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was saying. My thing stopped recording because I had run out of room. So, sorry. I had to stop things and get resituated there. All right, what were we looking at again? What else did I have? There. And there. Ooh, I kind of like that better than the refrigerator. Definitely better than the refrigerator, so. Yep, so let that little measuring fiasco be absolutely a lesson. It will be for me, I know, so. My granddaughter started kindergarten this past week, and oh my goodness, she's thriving. Just thriving. She's absolutely lovely. Comes home every day happy and hungry. Kids put in a lot of work in a day. Little ones running around, doing stuff, new interesting things. Wonderful. Okay, so we need to paste this down first because I need to measure before I goof it up again. Alright, so this is where we want this to be. I hold it still and then it moves around anyway. Alright, come up. Thank you. Yes, you. Stop moving around. So has anybody started their Christmas shopping? I'm going to start at the end of this month. And believe me, I'm going to have a bunch of stuff delivered, but I'm also going to head out and do a little bit of in-person stuff, just because I kind of miss that sort of vibe, like where you go Christmas shopping and you run into people, and that kind of when I was a kid, that's what you did. You went downtown, there was no mall, and you shopped, did your Christmas shopping. So I kind of miss that kind of thing, but I don't miss having to do all of it that way, because I'm honest, I don't like crowds. I don't appreciate crowds or being jostled about. I'm not. No. It's enough for me to have gone to concerts in my life and stuff with that many crowds. I'm not good in a crowd. I get very squicked in a crowd. I am so loving this season this year. Last year I had just dislocated my shoulder and broken my arm on November 4th. So I didn't really get to see much fall. November was completely lost for me. But this year I'm loving October. I've been enjoying the change of season. I'm feeling good, and I wish that there's a couple of people I wish would get in touch with me, but that happens especially when so many people you meet now these days are like online. So it makes for a really different kind of social interaction, but it doesn't make it any less precious. If one of my older online friends gets ill and I don't hear from them for a few days, like, I worry. I send emails, hi, how you doing? Keep in touch, you know. Let us see you, say hi, kind of thing. So yeah. Well, I'm just skinning it all over the place in this one. Huh. Ah! Janet, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't usually have that problem. It's overlapping that's usually a problem for me. So this is unique. Yeah. But I am enjoying the colder weather. I love the hoodies. I have these two giant hoodies that I wear. You can see the sleeves are rolled up because they're giant hoodies, and I love them. To me, they are comfy, and I throw them on in the morning. And socks and Crocs, people. Socks and Crocs are the way to go. If you get cold feet, just put on some nice cozy socks and slip your feet into a pair of Crocs or Croc-like shoes. They're so comfortable. It's like walking on pillows, seriously. People just don't understand if you're not a Croc person. You just don't understand. I think I just ripped my picture. I really do. I think I actually did that. Wow, that's what I get for not paying attention while I'm talking. Oh, God bless glue, eh? Yep, we're going to glue this on here. And we'll do it the old-fashioned way, where you glue it on and cut it after it's dry. So I will wait for this to dry and trim it from there. That's how I'll do it. Okay, there we go. This one has a few white spots, but overall, folks, I very much like this. Okay, so let's tear this. Because why? Because we like the texture of the tear mark. Yes. Ooh, and then you come into some tight squeezes like this, and you just pray that you don't rip too close to your text, The dawning of a new era. This I think we can tear a little closer to leave our under pictures intact as much as possible anyway. We could always just use the words "a new era" or "new era." You can break your text apart. You don't have to use it complete. I often break the text up. Oh, but I kind of like it right there. I like that. Okay, am I straight? Yes, I believe so. Okay, this time you really do have to hold it steady because it's a matter of text in a line. So behave and hold it steady, Janet. Don't be goofy and let it slip on you again. Alright, and I'll trim up the top of that picture after it's thoroughly dry. And that way I know that that mending will fix. Okay. I really like the way that has turned out. I like that a lot. Have a fantastic weekend, friends. Bye.